Yeah. Late night kitty cat. Uh, I got off of work an hour late. I was not happy at all. Screw the timer. We're streaming. It's stream time. Stream Tim. Not stream time, but stream Tim. It is now stream Tim. We are not raiding tonight. I know it is Wednesday night, and we usually have like scheduled raids on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But we've had a lot of inconsistencies with scheduling and getting people together on time. So with almost half the group, if not more, being out tonight, we went ahead and called it off. We'll probably be having a discussion about what we're going to be doing moving forward. Details TBD. Just to kind of figure out what we want to be doing as a static group, because that is one thing that we have not been, is static. So we will figure that out as we go. But at the same rate, that does afford us the opportunity to catch up on some New Game Plus, because I know that we are severely behind on scheduling with the New Game Plus in Final Fantasy XIV. So that gives us an opportunity. I just realized my lights are not turned on. That's really purple, and why is it way over there? Actually, that's not even purple, that's blue. Wait a minute. What? My lights are changing color. There we go, purple. That's what I wanted. Much better. I need to like move that out of the way. Good. He's sticky somewhere else. There we go. Level 83 Pally, almost halfway done, completing my tanks to 90. Tanks, especially if you don't main a tank, I feel like they can be a little. They're not necessarily hard to level, but I feel like they're a little stressful to level. Just because it always is that just stereotypical role where the tank is always the dungeon guide, because they're always the one leading the party, when sometimes they're just flying by the seat of their pants, learning as they go. Case in point. Sometimes. Where were we in New Game Plus? We're doing the quest in the Eye of the Beholder. To aid in questioning the locals, Alphinaud distributes several surprisingly accurate sketches of Thancred. Oh, that's right. We went to go visit Matoya because we just met Kryl for the very first time, and she was going to assist us with locating Thancred when Y'shtola and Thancred did the forbidden spell flow and kind of yeeted themselves into the live stream. So Y'shtola's back with the help of the elementals, but Thancred is still kind of just lost to the ethereal rivers at this point in time. So we're going to be asking around with some sketches that Alphinaud put together, because who knew Alphinaud was an artist, as we find out much later in the game as well, to find our friend, Thancred. This is Thancred. Healers, however, healers are a bit of a mixed pot, because even though they typically are like in the back line of the group, you know, because they're responsible for making sure everybody stays alive, more so than, you know, adding to the DPS. But even still, there's a lot that has to be considered with healers as well, because there's a lot of healer specific mechanics that happen even in dungeons. Let's go talk to some people. Loper, Lou, Pard. I don't know. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. I hope if I turn on game volume too. I know what I'm doing. Hashtag professional streamer problems. No, ain't seen him around. Sorry. Who's next? Who's nearby? DPS is probably going to be the easiest to deal with in general, because all you're expected to do is punchy, stabby, poke. Yeah, yes and no. From my perspective, especially somebody who mains a healer and then progressively plays DPS here and there, I feel like with DPS, a lot of your attention gets focused on maintaining a rotation, your timing, and positionals depending on the class. So there's like a whole other level of focus and things that you have to pay attention to as a DPS with your actual skill set. Whereas with healers, we have to put more of our focus and attention like on the party menu. We're not so much focused on the boss or doing damage as much as we are making sure that HP bars are not drastically and dangerously getting low. And also maintaining our mana levels, because we can't generate MP as much as or easily as the casters or other classes can. Black Mage doesn't even bother. You know, they switch over to Umbral Stance and ta-da! They have mana for days. Darn Black Mages. I'm a mage too. What's that you've got there? A sketch? I forgot the... What did I give him? Wasn't it a country bumpkin accent, I think? Changing scenes. Professional streamer. Oh my god. You right. You right. I have my preview for stream minimized, so I didn't even see what the screen looked like. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Hurrian vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the belle of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Mocking me for making that joke? I'm not mocking you. I would never mock you, Drake. No, never in a million years would I ever mock you, you pretty little kitty cat. A Hurrian man? Is this a female or... No, that's definitely a dude. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Speaking as a Hurrian man. Look at my little kitty paws. Oh, dang, he got claws. Y'all see that? This man's got claws. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. That was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Kind of like you are? Tailfeathers! Hey Sith, how goes it? Oh, I totally just flew right past. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. Prowl, you precious being, come back. Oh dear lord, they want me to go all the way over here. Okay. Jesus, that was like somewhere between a cough, a hiccup, and a belch. Kinda hurt. And I'm going the wrong direction. Mercy. Naga's falling apart. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I got the hiccups. To add to that, though, I really do feel like I've been falling apart lately. Between, like, medical concerns and financial applications and FMLA paperwork, just, oh my god, I've been so stressed out here lately. And I think it's starting to show, like, with my blood sugars and symptoms and stuff. It has been rough. Is this a cutscene? It's a cutscene. Is it voice acted? That's the real question. That is a negative. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to ask to question as many hunters as we could. Look at Y'shtola looking so fashionable. I love her. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so for receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hurrian hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. This is Thancred. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent to Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Alphino? Is it now? No. Well, I was pleased to see you, I mean. It was simply statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same, well, predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Krile. Quite right. It is no longer, what was that I was saying? Chatter, chatter, mumble, mumble. It is now just strictly meows because of this outfit. The Warrior of Light does not speak words. He simply meows. Press that meow button. A little slow, a little late. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us at Loth Astvast. We must go and see the Voth right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. In German, isn't V pronounced like W's, or is it the W's pronounced like V's? Or is it both? I don't remember. I definitely don't know a lick of German. I need to ask my friend Sirius. He's currently living in Germany right now. He was originally from Egypt, and oh my god, we used to play this game together all the friggin' time. But not too terribly long ago, he moved to Germany for educational reasons, and I never did ask if he was learning to speak German, or if he already knows how to speak it rather fluently. I guess it was a question I never really thought of. W's are usually the V's in German. Okay, okay. I knew it was one way or the other. Click, click. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Asvath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have a certain dealings. He showed him a picture. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he is not prey, but a friend, long missing. Click, click. Good, good. He is friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? And you are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. Click, click. The fleshing, cloth, and skins came to us from Samal. Lost, weak, he offered meat and hides in trade. In exchange, we tended his wounds. I'm almost disturbed to ask how the Vath treat wounds. Concern. He brought us much flesh. So skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Click, click. Gone to Loth Ost? Noth. Not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? Vidifnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as sacrifice. Click, click. I must want to do like a tongue pop every time I see that. That's actually probably what they sound like. I would not be surprised, just like every time they say something. There are many dialects and languages out there that actually use like popping as part of their language. So that would not surprise me in the least. Oh, there it is. Big black circle. How could I miss it? Ooh, and I'm playing Reaper too. I'm gonna do this spooky slice. Dang. I almost one-shot them. I think a dialect uses exclamation point as the click sound. Really? That's the one I never heard of. I kind of want to glamour this scythe into something else, but I don't know what I want to glamour it to. Is there any primal weapons for Reaper that's available out there? I'm sure there is, I just don't know which ones. Oh my god, Thancred's blown shit up.
Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
Go get him. This is Thancred. I love those shorts on my Hrothgar. That's not Thancred. But we do know who that is. Boom! Ardbert's like, screw your shield. But they start at level 70, so I assume Shadowbringers and Walker weapons are glamourable. I would assume so, yeah. Alphino just jumping off the side of a cliff like it's no big deal. Superhero pose! Me showing up in my cat outfit. Then again, Kral's wearing a Pikachu hood, so... Is it really so far-fetched that the Warrior of Light would wear a fat cat hoodie? I'm just saying. Kral's in Pikachu, so... What's this?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
I love that Lalafell's pose. Deleted.
So you are the Warrior of Light. The savior of Eorzea.
Oh, he sound angry.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Sir?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
And all of a sudden Yashella's an astrologian too. Oh no! It's not fair, y'all outnumber us like 5-3. Or 5-4 I guess with Kral. Kral's not much of a fighter though. Oh, look at that. His face. Excuse me, I said no. Oh, you got lucky. I was about to spooky slice that ass. there's Thancred. Bam! Right in the face. Do it again, Thancred. Do it again. I almost forgot when he had that ponytail. Epic fight scenes.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
But it makes it 5-5. It's an even fight now. And we
Mark
seem
well our
to have the
faces,
advantage.
Warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
I love how, like, literally in the game, when any one member of your party teleports, like, everybody can
Warriors of
instantaneously go too.
darkness. Really?
And Kryle's like, did that really just happen? Thancred, you look different. This is Thancred.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Agreed. Let's go. Have you ever been, like, ambushed by a swarming raid of cockroaches? Cockroaches? Cockroaches. It's not fun. The fun. Wow, I give up. English is hard.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
Of course.
My appetite for the dramatic. Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Have you ever heard the sound of a rubber ball
If nothing
breaking
else, you
a
might have
window?
warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the Altogether.
Again!
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
Another
Given that
nutkin!
I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
Would you let Drake what?
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
I saw it too.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Dun da da da. Quest complete. This is Thancred. I know what you're thinking, but really, you needn't worry. It will only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides, battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. What? A definite bonus. He knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? Kryl's so hung up on that. 'Twould seem the mystery of the axe-wielding cure has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know that there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo Forest, but two? Alphinaud is lost in thought. Dreams of the lost. The delivery the actor put into that clip was wonderful. Bless his soul. I'm actually not familiar with this clip or even that show. I've never heard of Lazy Town. No, I didn't mean to skip. I meant to hit yes. Nor is that the only oddity, which I don't even know what you previously said. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors or attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I believe. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalymo found Nokra. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. Of course, Thancred is taken like the proud parent position here. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers had been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our parts. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidifnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amaric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs well in hand here, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Nokra. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence, Thancred. Dun da da da. I meant to Discord that. Oops. And we're gonna mount up. Oh, buddy. I am like legit exhausted. I mean, I ended up working an hour late at work, but I'm just bleh. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidifnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly? Once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest gratitude. Would that we could take credit. The god felled was by another hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's conviction, be it for will or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man. End of Dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amaric's invitation. Thank you, Alphino, for seeking a flat yes or no answer. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer and will convey your words to our allies without delay. But yet she has not moved from her spot this entire time. It is happening, Ysel. Would that you were only here to see it. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Do not make me cry. I'm good.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this. No. Shank.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
I don't think it was raining the last time I saw this cutscene. Maybe it was, I don't remember. Alright, where are we off to now? Foundation! I'm kind of vibing with this song. Not gonna lie. Okay, back to Final Fantasy now. Had to have my moment. Had to have my moment. This is Thancred. So you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind a 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniacal archbishop's ambitions, and then rode home on the back of the Father of Dragons. That about sum it up. Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. So I hear. Right, let us not keep Sir Amric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Travanians, and our friends nowhere to be found? 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time we will find Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of our more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will, and so then, to the congregation. 2 more weeks until I finish up my Panda Mage outfit. Your what? Panda Mage? Is this like a World of Warcraft thing? Or are you trying to make like a red panda outfit in-game? The Oh! See, you said panda, and I'm actually thinking like panda bear. Pandemonium. Got you. Got you. I'm on the same page now. It makes sense. It all makes sense. Ooh, look, it's Hilda. Beautiful bitch. Oh, good. You're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. What do you mean they got heated? You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidifnir has accepted Sir Amric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Oh, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut? What? What happened? Will he live? Why do I feel like I said that like Tim Allen from Home Improvement right then and there? The surgeons tell me that he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Archiel not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mostly they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassins' conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Quest complete. Dun da da da. Yo, speaking of red pandas. Ah! Let me click on you. Let me click on you. And they're gone. Wait. I want to talk to everybody. The Archbishop may have fallen, but the legacy of his predecessors endure. Louis Saul once told me that man is all too willing to let his future be bound by his past, and time after time have I witnessed how depressingly right he was. Just as Sir Amric risked his life to bring about lasting change, so too will others wager to preserve what they hold dear. Even if we had the same resources to combat the fires as them up in the pillars, we'd still be fighting a losing battle, you hear? You seen the Broom? All them narrow streets with wooden houses crammed together? It's kindling is what it is. Meows. Meow. That was a spooky cat. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it's best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Justola, I would have you... Oh, I feel like I just said Worcestershire sauce. I would have you take charge of the investigation in Foundation. These sentences are nothing but tongue twisters. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Mina Nakra and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, would the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be join us? Oh, she's talking about Thancred. This is Thancred. Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda. A Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. You're not spooky. You're adorable. Why can't spooky be adorable at the same time? Why? While we could begin by sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passerbys, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. You're not Casper. You know, it's so funny you say that because the actor, and I used to get told this all the time when I was a kid, the actor that played like the IRL boy for Casper, like when he was still alive and they portrayed him as a human, the actual actor that played, I think his name was Devin or something, people used to tell me all the freaking time that I looked exactly like him. So, maybe I am Casper. Oh, hi! The infamous Lord Emilian, or Emil as I like to call him, de Frotamps, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him too much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Nakara. He'll be in the Crozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzled I will accept, but old? Sigh. Thancred is so bent out of shape out of being called old. I'm beeping! Why am I beeping? Why am I beeping? Is my sugar really dropping that fast? Time to pop open a bag of nuts. Koopo nuts. Oh my god, I should actually put that as like a point redemption. Koopo nuts, and it's just, you know, me eating almonds. Oh god, Naka's beeping, he gonna explode. Oh my god, if that was the case, I would have exploded several times over the past few years. Like, in a government facility with lead shielding on all 4 walls. Why are almonds so good? Oh my gosh, Celine coming out of nowhere. Doesn't even say hi, it's just like, BAM! Drink this. Let me finish chewing my nuts. Which would be the... Okay. Where's 8th right? I'm all turned around. Oh my god, is your name JC Pennies? Oh, JC Phoenix. I was like, hold up, hold up. If that would have said JC Pennies, I would have been like, invite to Free Company right now. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, really, Celine? Have you, like, said... Oh, you did say something earlier. Okay. I missed that it was you that when we were talking about the German language earlier, because both your and Drake's name are red in my chat. They are the same shade of red. So when you said something earlier, I thought it was Drake again. Because both of you are exactly the same color in my chat window right now. Oh, speaking of which. You say, okay, you have to remember, my chat is in OBS, so it doesn't exactly get the colors correctly from twitch.com directly. So sometimes the colors may not be accurate because Drake, you're now showing up as purple for me. Emil, talk to me. Oh shit, I was gonna talk to everybody else first. Oh well. Well, well, if it isn't Nakra, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah yes, the Austins. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in that case you're wondering why the Hoplin is awash with refugees. The lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Amric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplin. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of those looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns but for one rose. Prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well, if it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplin, Nakara, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome now, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. And she turns heel and walks away. She's like, you can't even protect your pitiful little self. You gonna get robbed blind and be left in your underwear. Come on, little man. And she's gone. Just gone. Speaking of foreplay, Drake, ironically, I'm working on some spicy scenes right now. Oh my goodness. Are we talking about, like, writing or commissions? Like pictures, art? Like, is this reading material or visual material? And why you be bonking me with your shield? I'm gonna bonk you. Excuse me, I have to bonk Drake and, like, high-five his face real quick. Smack. There we go. Doing a few photos of my girlfriend since she's gone through a rough week. Aw, that is so sweet. Although I can relate to that. I've had kind of a not so great week myself. These past few weeks have actually just been gradually getting rougher and rougher. But you know what? I'm still kicking, so it's a thing. There was a man with a satchel. I saw. Wait, who are you? Oh, you're like a little girl. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window. Then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I could have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Is your arm, like, broke? Oh god, you look so sad. Drake just, like, completely engulfs my entire body. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food, shelter, enough for all in the basilica. Wasn't this a trap? I think I remember this being like a trap. Alone's blessing be upon you, father. Oh wait, no, that's the refugee. I confessed, we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop, Sir Amric, and the Jovanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for far too long. Would that I could do something to aid in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. It's a trap! It's a trap! Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. And I just tried to summon a mount. I am a dummy. Can I, like, jump off the ledge over here? Will this work? We're about to find out. Okay. Oh, it almost landed right where I needed to be. Hilda. Are you finished, then? Ah, there you are. Anything to share? This is Thancred. We will require more than muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral, another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient Austinus contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphinaud will doubtless have an opinion. If I remember correctly at this point in the game, I wanted to say that I started, like, speculating that the church itself was trying to set people's homes on fire, and then in turn was trying to offer refuge and succor to them as a means of building up their reputation and their trust from the people again. Is there an Aether net nearby? I know there's one over here. And boom. Oh, I was like, okay, the map says the quest is like right on top of me, but then I forgot it's an area, not an actual quest marker. Speaking of which, Tataru's joined the crowd. You should have seen the way Alphinaud tackled him. Alphinaud tackling somebody? That is a mental image. Good, now that you're here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Captive just doesn't speak. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ooh, Thancred about to get involved. Ah, Nakara, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, and so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man. 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 You've Sniff, sniff. My, but you do reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you. But then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Furies' work, he said. I'd left it behind. Tried to with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captain have called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world is, as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Oh my god, it's a pig. Oink. Where is that specifically? Oh, okay. Firmalbert. Firmalbert. Firmalbert? Firm Albert. I don't know. Firmer butt. I need to get a butt bot in here. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Oh, is that Daddy Hoshaphat? Oh, no, it's not. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Otriol. Have you come to see your father? He's attending Sir Amric in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. The, responsible older brother. My lord, Otiel did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphinaud. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Let's not talk about Hoshaphat. Let's not talk about Hoshaphat. The past belongs to the dead. The future is ours to do with what we will. It was not so long ago, was it? No, I said let's not talk about Hoshaphat. How desperately we cling to which we hold dear, knowing all the while that a day will come where we must let it go. No more farewells. Not for a good while yet, at least. As go light, so goes darkness. Firmer butt.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Okay. Keep going.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Farmer butt!
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Like I said, a trap.
Ridiculous. I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Arturo? Stepping up?
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
I love how Daddy Four Chomps is like, yes, it's okay, take my son. Oh my gosh, it's chicken this time. Drake is bringing the whole daggone farm. E-I-E-I-O. Where am I going? This way. Ooh, is this a duty instance? I think this is a duty instance. Let's go. As a Reaper. Just like old times, eh? Concentrate on freeing the hostages. I will tend to their wounds. Ready when you are, Nakara. Archiol! Do not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget, I too am a knight. Alright, Amrit. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages. I almost say Hrothgars every time I see the word hostages. Being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served... Oh, that's Archel. I am told one claimed to have served under the Thornton the 7th. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness of which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. But that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Artriel, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Amric. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Halone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. I wish it was like a hard mode. One day. One day. You think you're done fucking around the farmhouse? Okay. Okay. I got you. Let's go reap. Oh my god, I feel like my skill speed is super low right now. There will be others. Are we going back the way we came, or are we going this way? You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simon. Sir Simon? So this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard. They've sounded the alarm. Wow, my skills go super slow.
Down with you!
Get off the refugee, you asshole. Deleted. Open sesame? They took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly. There they are! Let none escape! Oh. Now I realize I was hitting the wrong button. It's...
You underestimate me.
Wait. I have a question. I have a really important question. There's these two big things blocking this door over here. Can I fight them? No, I want to fight them. I'm sad now. Square Enix, let me fight the big baddies. Ooh, before it goes. Sir Simon, lay down your arms and release the hostages. You will be shown mercy, I give you my word. Is this a dude? Ah! The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop. Oh, that's why I couldn't fight them. Okay. Unlike you, Sir Amric, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial, then. Lord Osio, Nakra, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simon. This way, Nakra, to the choir! Oh, they're just the hype men back there in the distance. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go save the other people. Nakara's on the way to save the day, I think. Wait. No? This way? Where the hell am I supposed to be going? Was I supposed to go upstairs? This is not on the map. You've been freed! Are we going back this way? I don't know where I'm going. I am lost and so confused. How am I supposed to save the hostage? What? 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 Okay, now I'm mad. I didn't know where I was supposed to go. Alright, time to speedrun this shit. Let's go. Come on, y'all taking too long. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I did die. It was unpleasant.
Down with you!
Open this door. Let me in, let me in. Or I'll huff and I'll puff.
You underestimate me!
Alright, let's see if we can, like, save people this time. Yes, we heard it. Alright, don't need to save anybody up here. We're gonna take a right-hand turn. Kill you. Get rid of their bonds. Now we're gonna run to the other side. Save this one. We're done a little bit better now. Oh, Sir Amrit needs our help. Okay. So we're going to Sir Amrit now. I see people fighting way over there, though. Delete this man. Got him. Alright, are we Gucci? Are we? Oh no, we still got more. Let's keep going then. Little kid. Took a little kid as a hostage upstairs. Dude's a bastard.
Where is he? Where is he?
Amric's mad.
Come no closer!
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Hers who? Oh, he's talking about her. Oh my god, that face. I hate those faces. I hate those faces. Those expressions. They suck. I remember seeing this the first time, and I was like, no, there's no way Square Enix would kill a kid. And when he threw her off, I was like, oh! Nobody wants to look? Oh! Vidifnir made it just in the nick of time.
What? But I...
Vidofnir!
Lucia's so happy.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
And saved her life.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
She doesn't really sound like a girl. She sounds like a fully grown woman.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
Yes.
I bear a message from my sire.
From Freysfelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing.
Uh-oh.
This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
It's like, wow, rumor travels fast.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause.
He makes a good point.
I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of horsifying you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Don't do it.
Lord Edmund.
Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Well, that was timely. Vidifnir must have been circling for hours. In the moments before Vidifnir appeared, I contemplated teleporting the girl. Thank the 12 I did not. This has been a day full of surprises, has it not? 'Tis— ah! Stop it. Yes, I think it fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice. But 1 moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Amric's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tartaru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortomps Manor. Continue. Allow me to accompany you. Tartaru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. No, this is true. A moment, Nagra. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? I'm not sure how to put it into words, but... So you sense it too. A subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate aether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging the journey, and when he learned that from a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I should be on my way. Cryo may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say for how long it will last? I need an Ethernet thingy. A bobber. Either way, they're both the same distance. Actually, my destination is right over here. Let me in, let me in. I will blow your house down. I have wind magics, I can do that. Lord Edmont told me all about what Vidifnir did. Gods, how I wish I had been there to see it.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell.
Oops.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
Why does the butler kind of sort of look like Sir Simon? Simon.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
That moment when I wanted to be like, but I'm a white
There
mage.
is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
What?
Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him, alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
He makes a good point.
You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horchefon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horchefon. Will you be a brother to me as well?
Don't ask that of me, I might cry.
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
Looks so defeated.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the memories of Count Edmond de Fortemps. Heavensward, as go light, so goes darkness. This dude just retires from his job and he's like, okay, I'm gonna write my memoirs now. This is my life. Hello, forbidden text. This is thy proof? The Garen Oracles? Apocrypha? It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Who that? Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Guardians are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Take the damn goggles off your face, sir. Trying to remember who those boots belong to. I want to say the first time I saw that cutscene, I was like, is that Olivia? Well. Oh my god, I miss him so much! Everyone has their orders. The mask will attack. Yeah, the mask will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Rolger, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, every one. I know where they are. Nigga Noctis. What do you even look like with a name like that? Like, what? Okay. Much as I worry for the future of Ishgard, the fate of our missing friends concerns me even more. As we got, you know, Midgard somewhere floating right there. As it once was. Oh. Alphino, Alphino, Nakara, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Philomene, Hoary Boulder, and the Coltene. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news! To think that our reunion is close at hand. Pleasure to see you, Alphino. Ah, Thancred and Krile. What brings the two of you here? Krile and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have just found the answer. Woohoo! Nakara, when you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, I see no reason to suspect that is not. And I see no reason to suspect that it's not. It seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace. A lingering disturbance in the aether, ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Nakura fell the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Prowl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the aether therein. The two of you, alone. I have proven a knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Krile while the patrol passes. Besides, if you and Nakura come along, who will see Philomene's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I will trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Lominson docks? Meow. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. That's it, we're making it official. Every time that Naka nods while wearing the fat cat outfit, it is mandatory that I meow. Flex tape. Okay. Where am I going? The dock, which is near the Arcanist Guild. And away we go. Wait, no? Oh. Completely ran right past him. Hori Boulder, I'm so happy to see your face. Is that? By the gods, it is you! Well met, Nakura. Well met. If it isn't Nakura Maho, really, you didn't have to come all the way just for us. Stola Mommy! Oh, Nakura, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter under a Hainish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Coltene? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are now behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter once again. Contribute to the cult's totem. Wait, that's something we need to do. We need to play some Cult of the Lamb. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Wait, why did I say Stola Mommy? This is Minfilia Mommy. Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be, he watched over her from the first, well, long before I ever did, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Cheesy grin. Meow. Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
I love how she praises Thancred.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you've favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Wait a second. What's up with his eyes? I never noticed that before. They're two different colors.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphinaud gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
You know, I just now realized that, especially after he's come back from the live stream, for the longest time he was wearing that bandage that covered up half his face, so that one eye was hidden with cloth. Because his aether has been altered and changed, much like how Y'shtola's eyes are completely just colorless now. Like she's blind. She can see aether, but she can't see the physical world as the rest of everybody else does. In the same aspect, Thancred's left eye must have been affected in a similar way, but instead of just altering his sight, it altered his ability to manipulate magic. Oh dear lord, there is a free company specifically recruiting Lalafels. Concern! Are we going to more donuts? We're going to more donuts. Let's get more donuts. I kind of want a donut now. A little late at night to be ordering donuts, but I would kind of kill for a donut right now. Wow, that's a lot of blue. Hello, Cambriel. You have very loud hair, and I approve. Cyrano. Ooh, haven't I come across you somewhere? Oh no, that's the name of an NPC. Never mind. Oi, Boulder! Ah, it is great to be back in the toll. Sniff, sniff. It even smells like adventure. Home at last. I must make my rounds and see who remains. It feels so good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors. Friends, family, with whom we have shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let's not keep them waiting. Cory Boulder, will you hold my hand? My paw. Will you hold my paw? Hold paws with me. Love it. I'm gonna clap. Love your enthusiasm there, Renali. I don't have a search comment about that. Okay. We're back home. And there they are at last. Thank the 12. Nothing like a homecoming to lift everyone's spirits. Thanks for bringing them back, Nakara. Let's see who else we got here. Who are you? Is that the Lady Philomene I've heard so much about? Well, well, I shall have to introduce myself. Playboy, sit the fuck down. We must tell the children at once. They've always been so fond of Hori. Aw, he's a good father figure. That just makes him all the more sexy. When our comrades betrayed us, I feared all was lost. How wrong was I? Or how wrong I was. Who are you? I worry that American Eagle is getting a bit carried away, but I suppose I can overlook it on this occasion. Sir, I need you to explain to me how to say your name. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to the eye. I need soda to do an even decent worthy belch there. Aye, I heard it from Alanane. So where is she? If I'm to greet the songstress of Ul'dah, I would do so on my feet. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least. Though I am happy to oblige you, my legs are rather less accommodating. This sage was a headache? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my, decisions. Huzzah, he is returned! Together my brother and I shall serve the Scions till the breaking of an 8th dawn. Ochre! Ochre! Ocher! What in the 7 hills drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why you, brother? You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, and that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hainish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. Aye, I've studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we've settled in, I would join the search. Oh god, BRB after 5 ads. Oh no! Ali? Effie? It fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. And what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Tataru! It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. Y'all make it sound like it's been 5 years. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalymo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. She's like the mom, sister, and aunt that everybody needs in their life. I love Tataru so freaking much. Alphino is eager to return to the search for Minfilia. The word of the mother, and we know what dungeon that is in this little preview snippet in this picture here. We're about to go upside down. I will riot against Square Enix if they do anything to hurt Tataru. They already have. Do you not remember the scene of her crying? Not just once, but multiple times. Thancred and Crow contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into the Castro Meridian bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them and Y'shtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. If they murder her, I will burn the world down. It's you're gonna do the crashing meteor, the 7th calamity, like they did when they sunset the servers for Final Fantasy XIV 1.0? Is that what you're gonna do? Bring down the Dalabid Moon again? Just cast a meteor the size of, like, Mars. Just impact into the entire planet. Or heck, be Endsinger. She freaking tosses planets like baseballs. But yeah, this stage sucked. Like, first boss would not heal. Either they didn't know what they were doing, which I can't believe, during a level 83 dungeon, or they sucked. Took half the damn fight. Second try to res the summoner. Oh my god. I'm not sure what I just heard. 'Twas rather less than I hoped, though mayhap I asked too much. How is Philomene, by the way? Enchanting as ever, I trust. I shall have to pay my respects when time allows. You womanizer. My apologies. I see that I am last to arrive. So what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the Aether at the scene of the Ultima weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the preceding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Al, when I believed Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the sealed aqueducts. Wait, isn't that where we're supposed to be going for one of the variant dungeons, if I remember correctly. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there is no other explanation. There is the fact that you did cast Flow, ma'am. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used Flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of aether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You're implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic? That she might summon her body and soul unto the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing the means to do so already does exist. I speak of the Antitower, a Sharlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Antitower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Alright, let's go hassle the old lady again. This kitty's on fire. My footsies are flaming. I'm a flying kitty, y'all. Spooky slice. I was looking at my Reaper gauge and just, like, I had to say it. Incoming kitty cat. Yeah. Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Antitower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believed has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? Oops. The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I feel sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted that title onto me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed save one. That door. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the walls right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. Nakuro can go. Take the magicless rogue too, if you like. He's of no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work, and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, and I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Nakuro. Thancred, no. Your etheric flow has been compromised. Do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with aether, so close to the ethereal sea, would to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfilia could be in there, waiting for us. And you could die. And for what? If she is waiting beyond, Nakuro will find her. Trust in him. Have faith. Damn it all. Bring her back to us. I will do my best. Oh, straightforward broom. Ivo Nebul Swish Saru. I'm disrespectful to dust. Can't you see that I'm serious? NPC party support will be added for the Anti-Tower in a future update. So does that mean it's not available now? The duty support option will become available. Apparently not. Does anybody want to do the Anti-Tower? Because otherwise I'm about to unsync this bitch and just like murder everything. We're gonna delete some people. Do I want to do this on Reaper? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this on Reaper. I totally did not even check to see what time the Gubu was gonna be up on my island sanctuary. Oh my god, it's not gonna be available until like after midnight tomorrow. Damn it. And if I miss it midnight tomorrow, it's not gonna be up until like lunchtime on the 23rd. So yeah, we're not getting that right now. Let's go murder some stuff. Dang, I was thirsty. Actually, let's switch over to game music, because I kind of like the music in this dungeon. Spooky slice. Oh, he did. Whoosh. Deleted. La, la, la. I kinda missed the mark. Oh well. Delete. 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 see how fast we can kill the froggy. Deleted. Superman, or Peter Pan rather. You travel down the up staircase. I love how this is not the Aetioscope, but yet this is still like a very close access point to the Ethereal Sea. Come on down. Good elementals. Wow, he died so fast. Goodbye, Ziggy. Love how everything is upside down. No casting magics for you. Denied. Come to me. Come to me. There you go. Good little puppies. Dang, I barely got an auto attack off on him and he went squish. Vikings are squishy. Deleted. Ah, this is a short dungeon. La, 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 la. I love how I can just range everything to death here. So easy. Alright, show your ugly face. Oh, I got hit by it. No. Tank bust me. Tank bust me. Do it harder, mommy. Oh, I was gonna zoom in. I was like, big bad kitty reaper. Kitty got angry. Huzzah? Mommy Crystal?
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
Time and space. Time and space.
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
Ma'am.
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one.
Come on, Auto Advance. Pick up. There we go.
But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart,
A moon bound.
A moon bound.
In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac
10 and 3.
longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Sequel. Kind of sort of forgot about that scene.
Thank the 12!
I'm alive!
Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
About that.
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
Well, yes and no.
But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
It's not your fault. Do not blame yourself. You have a really bad habit of doing that. She's not coming back, is she? She did what she thought was best. I know that. I do. To give all of her beliefs was ever her way. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice? The loss? I must ask you not to breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Philomene. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Urianger. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, Nakara, after all you've done, I would say that you've earned a rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Amric while you were away. 'Twould seem he is planning a ceremony of some sorts, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit? Is this my dinner with Sir Amric? Is this when I get to be all gushy and be like, please just take me to your bedroom now? We can have private discussions in there instead? Please? Sorta? Maybe? Kinda? Amen? Yes, I just squeaked. I do believe after the cutscene with Dinner for Two and Sir Amric, I am probably going to call it for the night. I can really start to feel my body just kind of like slow down and start to drain. So I think we are coming close to an ending tonight. Let's go to the Forgotten Night. Oh, excuse me. Firmer butt. Firmer butt.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present.
What for?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event, your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the Worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Oh, Amric, are you okay? Babe?
Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the Zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
It must. Darn, I thought this was going to be a dinner date.
I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
He's like, let me build up the nerve. I must ask the Warrior of Light out. Must make a date plan before he leaves. No. All of a sudden, I just had a flashback to that like catnip wine that you can actually purchase for your cats so they can drink wine with you. Yep, that just happened. Yeah, it just happened. Okay, we're not even gonna go to Falcon's Nest. We're gonna call it here for tonight, because I can really start to feel myself draining here. So, for tomorrow, that is gonna be a TBD, details coming type situation. I don't know what we are going to do as of yet, in reference to raiding or as a group, because like I said at the beginning of the stream, we've been anything but static. We've had call-outs, substitutes, step-ins, and it is, to summarize it or to try to like reduce it to a simple phrase, it is kind of hindering our progress. So I think we are going to be taking some time to discuss what we want to do on that forefront. Ooh, speaking of raiding, Mork de Bork. Ooh, we'll have to check that out. as I attempt to open Twitch on another tab. Bark. Did I just bark? I think I just barked. But even if we don't end up doing rating, we'll probably come back and either do some more New Game Plus, regular Final Fantasy XIV stuff, or heck, we might even play another game. We shall see. So let's take a look at this Mort de Bork. It's an interesting name, by the way. How do you spell that? M-O-R-K-D-A-B-O-R-K? That's probably why I barked. I saw the word Bork and it's like just natural. They're playing Splatoon 3. That's definitely been trending on Twitter here recently, I can tell you that much. Oh, he's a cutie. I guess the message ain't coming up in text. Oh, you're right. Nightbot or Stream Elements did not do the shout out. Huh. I'll probably have to reset it, which is fine. We're ending stream for tonight anyways. But yeah, we'll go over to raid Mort de Bork. I'll probably watch him play some Splatoon 3 here for a little bit, chilling on Splatoon. Then TOF grind. What is TOF? Oh, Tower of Fantasy. That's a game that I've downloaded but not yet started. Maybe one day we'll get around to that. Oh, you just got here. Heck no, I'm so sorry. I was planning originally to go for like at least until midnight, but my body is starting to say no, Naka, you need to stop now. We're getting extremely tired and starting to feel drained, and I don't think I'm gonna make it. So yeah, we're ending here. But yeah, definitely check out Mort de Bork here. Definitely looks like a cutie. Looks like he's having a lot of fun playing Splatoon 3, which is a game I've never played. Any of the Splatoons I've never touched, but it looks like it is a lot of fun. But thank y'all for coming in tonight. Heck, I'm so sorry that you came in right at the tail end, but I'm so happy that you popped in. One day meeting in person and making the world explode. The end of existence will happen when me and Heck are finally within like 10 meters of each other. It's gonna happen. But y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming to check out the stream, and I'll catch you tomorrow night.